Hey stars, it's your girl Dottie. You already know, the brightest stars. So let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about the base chakra. So this lies at the center of your spine, right? And this, the way I explain it, is kind of your sense of belonging, how it is that you fit into the world. It also has a lot to do with how you deal with pain and pleasure. It deals with the legs, your joints. It can also deal with your colon as well as your genitals. That's a word, right? Okay, anyways, the colors that are associated with this are red and black. Oftentimes, especially within tarot, you will find some associations with black as well as red. Black being more of a grounding energy, red really getting you into your sense of belonging and knowing that you're okay, right? So when it's in balance, you're grounded and you're honestly really able to get rid of energy out of your body that doesn't serve you, because we really can hold on to energy that doesn't serve us in life. It happens all the time. This is why so many people do things like Reiki and ground and do spiritual cleansing so that they can get these things off of themselves. And when it's in balance, it'll actually help you to prevent sickness and honestly helping you to stay into a happy place. So honestly, you can think about this chakra as kind of like your root system. It keeps you stable, both mentally, spiritually, physically, like emotionally. It just keeps you stable, right? So honestly, fear is probably one of the worst things you can do for the chakra, because fear throws it out of balance, because it is about being in balance. It's about not being in fear, right? So if you were to plant a plant and it doesn't have roots, then honestly a storm can come and knock it over. And that's kind of like life, right? And where if you have roots and you're grounded and you're in the system, then you're okay. A storm can come by and you're not going to tumble over. And that's really what this chakra does, is it keeps you in place. And it lets you know that you're okay. You know, when I talk about fear, this is fear in general, but this is fear when it comes to your money, fear when it comes to your home, fear when it comes to your family. All these things really play pivotal moments and pivotal points within the chakra system. So it's actually really important to make sure that it's in balance. So if you ever see someone who is like completely unbothered by life, it's because whether they know it or not, they're in touch with this part of themselves. So they don't have time for things like panic. They're pretty cool, calm, collected. They know things are going to work out for them in their favor. So they live their life because they know that when they're in fear, they can't hear. Okay? So they spend a lot of time walking in faith. Like, you will notice this if you have a Christian background, you know, especially with like Black churches. I can say this. Some of those older mothers, right? And it wasn't every mother. I'm going to tell you this now, but some of them older mothers, like for me, it was Mother Holmes, right? She held it down. She was sweet. She had embraced that feminine energy, but she knew her power, right? It's about that, knowing your power, knowing that if I stay in this calm state, then I'm able to see things clearly, and then I'm able to really work my way up. Honestly, this isn't very easy, but like you have to get a base line. You have to get yourself rooted and grounded so that you can go up your energy center, so that you can bring yourself truly into full alliance and truly into full balance. This honestly will only give you a base of understanding in life. Because if not, you'll end up in a constant survival mode, and you see that. Look at last year's toilet paper crisis. That was ridiculous, y'all. I don't know what happened. Thank goodness something in my soul was like, I don't want to buy toilet paper for a month and a half. So you know what I did? I bought a big pack of toilet paper. And then the toilet paper fiasco started, and I was like, oh, Lord. But honestly, I think a prime example of this base chakra energy in fully would be the movie Croods, right? So if you look at her father, right? He is all about survival. Y'all need to go in the house before it gets dark because you can get eaten. Don't do anything because you can eaten. You can literally just die by breathing. So don't breathe. Where Eve, on the other hand, she's like, that's cool and all. We'll eat. But like, she wanted to expand herself. She was grounded into that root chakra energy where she was ready to start pleasuring things, experiencing pleasure in life. And that's the next chakra system that we're going to go into, is your sacral chakra. It's your pleasure center. And we're going to work our way up this thing so we can all get a basic understanding. So also with this base chakra, it is vital to eat your colors. Eat things like watermelon, strawberries, tomatoes, things of red energy, and know that these things that you eat are going to give you energy in that area. People sleep on their nutrition. Truly, they sleep on their nutrition. I know you looking at me like, girl, you done ate a whole Big Mac and a half. Yes, in my previous years, I used to smack on some McDonald's, and then my chunky self don't like to work out. So I honestly, and that's another thing that people don't realize, is especially with these two chakras that we're going to cover, base chakra and sacral chakra, it is so important to move. These, especially with your sacral chakra, and we'll talk more about it later, but so important to move because energy gets trapped in your body if you don't move. So I've started making it a practice that if nothing else, if while I'm making my breakfast, making my food, I'll dance a little bit, I'll have a little fun, will spend time in movement to be able to release the energy that's in my body, because energy gets trapped in this body, y'all. But make sure that you're rooting, make sure that you're grounding, make sure that you're really getting those roots, baby. Make sure that you're eating things that are going to support you. Remember, you don't live to eat, you eat to live, right? So start thinking about types of things like that. Start just putting some red things in there. Put some beets in there. Put some strawberries in there. I'm telling y'all, for real, like on the real, once you start actually eating your colors, you will feel so much better. I don't say any of this, I want this to be known. I don't say any of this just to say it. I say it because I've done it, I've experienced it, I've lived through it. Alrighty guys, definitely let me know how it goes. Like, share, subscribe, all of that. Y'all know I don't edit my videos, which is why y'all get all my like yeah. So because I'm just authentically me, and if you don't like it, there's somebody out there who has actually lived by their script, and they can help you. There's some that don't even have scripts, they can help you. But if you like me and my energy, thank you for coming. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys all. Have a great day.